Okay, so now we've got the Maxpatch, blah de blah, we've been on about that. We've got the MIDI piece of hardware, and we've got the PS3 pad. So, with the pole set and rolling, when I touch this button, we'll get a pattern of every 240 microseconds. It will ask what's being pressed on the Sony PS3 pad. So, if I touch this button, you can hear that. If I change the button, okay, so this is really hard to do with one hand. Okay, so you see I've got the X button pressed down. So I'll change the voice of the drums. Get the hip hop kit on. Okay, right, that's fine. So I'm not touching the pad now, but what if I want to make it, let's say, just a bit faster? Let's change this pole 240 to be pole, let's say 175. And then lock it, bang the button. And now, when I touch the pad, we get a faster beat. So I could probably change this message again to something a bit ridiculous so you get the idea. Something like, yeah. Well, we'll say every 110. That would be quite fast. Let's go for that then. Ready? Okay, so I hit it, but nothing's happening because I've not touched the pad yet. So you can probably hear that's quite good speed for fills and stuff. Let's see if we can get it completely insane. A pole every 10 microseconds. Oh dear. Let's go for that. Right, okay, so at the minute that's going out on MIDI channel 10 to the drum setting, but because the 303 is the way the 303 is, it doesn't matter that it's coming in on channel 10 because it doesn't conform to MIDI, which is one of people's main complaints about it. But here we go, now I've got it on a Soundbank 1 number 23, I don't know what even that setting is. Quite an interesting wobble effect. I'm really curious now if I just take this down to saying just one. Come and edit. I'm just going to save the patch for right now just in case. And go pole 1, see what happens, what noise do we get out from this. And how changing tones now will start to sound. And obviously I've got like a, whoops, where am I? Resonance and cut-off filters here. Let's try a bit of higher frequency, less resonance. I'll say, I think I need a cameraman because this is a bit tricky doing this. Right, so that might be a bit fast, that pole 1. So we'll go back to our drum setting, which I kind of liked at 175. In fact, it was kind of right at 110 as well, wasn't it? Let's try 120. We'll pull that in. Right, now then. Now then, if I were to include an arpeggiator into what I'm already doing there, so we can change the style of the arpeggiation as well. So, let's go for a good old random. And let's change the voice a little bit. In fact, I think I will not put it on random. Let's put it on a very set effect so that we know what's going on with it. Let's put it on 1/8. Maybe that's a bit slow, that style. Let's try 16ths. Sorry, the screen's a bit boring. I'm just having the speaker of the iPhone pointed quite close to the speaker in this room. So, yeah, PS3 pad, all silent on the Western Front now. No output whilst it's not being touched, which is great. It's the exact objective I was trying to achieve. And yeah, as you see, once you plug it into some other MIDI stuff, it can start to get really interesting. It's not too interesting through the AU synth on its own. It's just a trigger. But as a as a link in a chain, I think it works really well, and it's a really great. I normally don't have an iPhone camera in my hand, and it's quite useful to have both hands on that and be controlling different elements of the sound. Obviously, through this patch, you can change various elements and have various different controls. And I'm obviously going to add to this patch. This is just the prototype stage, and I plan for it to get a lot more advanced, and for the interface here on this screen to look a bit more beautiful as well. Because at the minute, it's a bit bit lacking, isn't it? Okay, right, that is the end of this blog, and stay posted for the further updates of what's going on with this project. Thanks a lot, bye.